I'm here on the outskirts, or what used to be the outskirts of Kennewick, here on the train tracks. This is a view looking north, and the tracks are still used. If you can see up around the bend there, there's some train cars sitting. And what I wanted to show you was this grain silo. A long time ago, cars would be taken up here and loaded with grain to go wherever. And of course, you see the General Mills logo. That's the people who last owned the grain silo, I guess. Anyway, this is looking north, heading out of Kennewick towards Richland. Richland's sort of behind that hill over there. And if I turn around here, this is the train tracks looking south, going into Kennewick. Anyway, like I said, I drive by this every once in a while. I'm not sure what they're doing today at it. They've got a big crane up there, and I don't know if you can see, there's a guy in a basket hanging a long way up. I don't know whether they're tearing the place down or just doing maintenance or what the deal is, but anyway, like I said, I drive by this every once in a while, and every time I tell myself, I'm going to stop there. And, I never get around to it. So today I thought, well, why not? See if I can get a little closer here to it. I don't want to get too close because they are working on it, and it's not a good thing to be too close. Spent a lot of time walking tracks up around my grandfather's house. Of course, that was a long time ago. Do have to be mindful of rattlesnakes out here because, as you can see, that's basically the way everything looks around here, so there could be snakes in the area. Be a little more careful here. Anyway, like I said, I think there's one more of these down the river a ways, but this is the only one that's in town anymore. I think there may have been other ones at one time, but like I said, they've been torn down and gone over the years. And I'll get off these tracks here without falling. That'll be nice. Ow! Or tripping. Ouch. And anyway, a little local history to post. I can see Anyway, it's cold. I'm going to get back to my car and go home. About a mile or so down the way, and that's looking back south into there. You can see the grain silo there at the very edge, and like I said, now you can see also the train cars that are parked along the track here, stretching for quite a ways. I don't know whether you can see it. They end somewhere down there, that flag, and then they come all the way up here and actually go into that underpass, and I'm not sure how far they go. Quite a bit. Anyway, again, kind of an interesting view of things. sneak over here to the overpass and maybe take a peek down the rails a little here. When I first arrived here about almost 70 years ago, this whole area was basically sagebrush. In fact, pretty sure even that road wasn't even there at that time. Maybe a two-lane road, if anything. But everything else was just sagebrush. It's now busy. This is Columbia Center Boulevard, one of the main streets in the northern Kennewick area. Anyway, I'll get out here in the middle of the overpass here. Of course, we have the lovely decorations, various and sundry kinds. Oh, well, I'm not going to cross the street because it's so busy. But you can see some more train cars up there around the other side. Anyway, like I said, little local history and images for you.